For those that saw the Grammys, I want you to understand how orchestrated this world is. It's a stage. I didn't even watch it. I only found out about the Grammys because I was watching a conspiracy video on YouTube, and they was talking about how weird and demonic the Grammys was. So I YouTubed the Grammys, skimmed through it, and this is what I gotta say to God's children. Why you think we had that winter storm last week? It's because the Grammys was coming on coincidentally on the weekend. And why you think the snowstorm magically ended right before the work week? Like, do y'all not understand do y'all not understand how fake this world is? Everything that in this world is fake. The food fake, the weather fake, the houses is fake. The house is not even made out of brick no more. It's damn near plastic. The floors in your house fake. The chairs be fake. It's all this shit is IKEA. This shit look like a motherfucking TV show. Sorry for my language. But the point I'm trying to make is that there was a I wish I could find it. There was a Will.I.AM said something on the Grammys. I'm gonna try to find it, right? And hold on, I think I can find it. I think I can find it. He said something real good about the Grammys. Let me see if I can find it. In the meantime, how y'all day been? What is going on with y'all? Also, if you got some free time, look up a guy named Ricky Ho, Rickie Ho. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, if you like art, you'll like his page. You can watch this in the meantime.
Or accept you, no matter what you do. And here's proof. In a previous video, I talk about French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu's concept of taste being a weapon.
Okay.
Or accept you, no matter what you do. And here's proof. In a previous video, I talk about French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu's concept of taste being a weapon used in social and class warfare. And on that video, I got a few comments saying something along the lines that social media is going to be an equalizer when it comes to the taste of the elite. And while I see this happening currently as well, I wouldn't go as far to say that social media has the power to close that gap, for two reasons. First, the codes will always be shifting. One example of this is with luxury logos. In the 80s and 90s, conspicuous logos were the height of luxury signaling. But then mass accessibility happened. Counterfeits flooded the market, middle-class people started buying entry-level logo pieces, and suddenly, logos became déclassé. So what did the elite do? They pivoted to quiet luxury, like your Laura Piana, the Rowe, Brunello Cucinelli. The code became, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, if you're still wearing logo belts, you've revealed yourself. Where the trap lies is by the time you've learned the new code, it's already begun shifting again. Bourdieu called this the cultural arbitrary, which is a topic that deserves its own video. So if you want to see that, be sure to like and follow. But broken down simply, it's the notion that there's nothing inherent about the hierarchies that exist in our society. Classical music is not objectively better than pop music. French cuisine is not objectively more sophisticated than soul food. And while these hierarchies are real and have real consequences, they're socially constructed in order to exert power. That's why when suddenly the middle class begin to adopt markers of the elite, the pendulum shifts because it benefits those in power to distance themselves from the middle class. The second reason kind of touches on Bourdieu's theory of happiness, which is the idea that your taste is internalized through your upbringing. Someone born into privilege learns taste without effort. They go to museums as a child, and not as a school field trip, but as a casual weekend outing. They travel to Europe not to see the sights, but to visit family friends in the countryside. And Bourdieu's devastating insight is that cultural capital has very little to do with knowing things, but to perform them with ease, that's where the magic lies. If you were to compare with someone who acquired the knowledge later on in life through effort, you'd see they've read the books, taken the wine courses. They know the same things, probably more things, but it shows. Bourdieu would say you can acquire the knowledge, but can you acquire the disposition? The ability to care and not care in the exact right measure. Can you perform indifference convincingly? For most people, no. because the ease itself is a product of privilege. It requires never having to try. In a future video, I plan on answering the question if all of this even matters. So if you want to see that, be sure to like and follow and leave a comment below with your thoughts. The elite will never.
All right, let me try to find this real quick for you all. Write in the comments. Write in the comments. And tell me how
If you're seeing this video, it's not by mistake. This is your sign to not waste your time on people who do not like you or who have made a conscious decision that they are not fond of you. When you start to learn about people, you realize that people are very fickle. People are very shallow. People only view other people from the lens of their trauma and their insecurities and their limitations. That's the lens that they're looking at you through. So when they don't like you, it may not even be anything that you've done. You may be a very sweet, kind person, but there's some part of their ego that gets triggered at you being around or your presence or whatever. So trying to get people to like you when they've already decided that they don't is a waste of your time. I don't recommend it. I always tell people to practice and focus more on self-love as opposed to external validation, because the same person that claims they love you can get up one day and absolutely hate your guts. So we don't live our lives like that. If you're seeing this video, it's not by mistake. This is your sign to not waste your time.
Where is it? But yeah, let me know how y'all day went. I'm really looking for this video that I saw. All right, let me see. All right, hopefully this is it.
Don't make the mistake of moving to the wrong place.
Hopefully this is it. Okay. Like I said, how was your day? How was your day, and how's your spiritual journey going on? How was your spiritual journey? Write in the comments. Let me know. Let's dialogue. Let's dialogue. Let's talk about it. Man, where is it? Where is it? Okay, boom. Found it. I'm gonna let y'all hear this real quick. Let's play it.
None of it is like true, real art. It's dark. It's dark shit.
There's only humans here right now. And so by the end of the decade, there will be agents here, maybe like robotic artists here. So to be here where it's just us humans, I want to just, absorb, the human era of creativity, rinsing ourselves out, our spirits out, because we're going to see the splinter of like obvious, organic human music that I hope that we appreciate more than we actually do now. And then like awesome AI music. And because right now it's blurred between, what is it that we actually call sacred to us. And I hope in this next decade, we hold human rinse out, human passion at its highest order, most valuable thing in the world. And so when you see red carpets like this, where it's us At the same time, when you go out into the world, you see humans being inhumane to one another. You know, we in the next 4 to 5 years, we really need to get ourselves together and be more loving, more empathetic, you know, more collaborative, you know, because the algorithm is dividing us in ways that we don't realize.
But I thought that clip was really interesting. And the title of this was what Will.I.AM said at the Grammys is being overlooked. And listen to how he started it. This is what caught my eye. He said, there are only humans here. He said, soon there will be robotic artists. And he wants to enjoy the human era of creativity and be able to live in this era, you know, more than he has ever have before, because he realizes things are changing. The lines are being blurred from human creation to AI creation. You know, music, regular videos on the internet is being blurred. A lot of people don't know the difference now. But it was very interesting on how he said it's only humans here. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at the Grammys, a lot of them, I don't see just humans, you know? I see demons. I see some of them that just plain on aren't human regardless. Some of those people that walk across that red carpet, I don't even think is a human at all. You know? That, you know, I haven't seen nothing from Will.I.AM in a long time, but what he's talking about in general is, to me, an amazing topic. You know, when you talk about human creativity and what AI is now doing to it, it makes a lot of sense. But it was the beginning of that clip that really caught my eye. And I just don't think everyone there is a human. I think it already started. And I don't mean some of them are AI robots. I just mean they weren't human to begin with. And that's how they reach these certain areas in life, go certain places in life. Because one thing y'all have to remember is not everyone is human that you see every single day. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to wrap their minds around it. But, you know, truth is stranger than fiction, y'all. And we're not looking at regular humans all the time.
What really happened at the Grammys? Because people are saying that this looks like a portal.
All right, we're gonna end it there. We'll talk again soon.